Also in the rest, like when it comes to pigmentation and stuff. Hi there, welcome back to this YouTube channel. My name is Julia, and in today's clip we are going to discuss a foundation, and that is it, the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation. This is in shade 1.D/1.W Golden Ivory, and yeah, I think this retails for £10. I paid myself, I'm pretty sure, 7 on Amazon. I got it on offer a while ago. But yeah, we're gonna, I mean, obviously I already wear the foundation on my face now, but if you're interested in what I feel about this foundation, pointing out that I do have normal, mostly normal, but sometimes it tends to get to the drier side, my skin, then, you know, if you're interested, keep on watching. So this foundation comes in a very sturdy packaging. I'm pretty sure, like, probably this foundation is very well loved and talked about, and you know, when it comes to the packaging, it's sturdy, it's, you know, probably, I'm pretty sure it's glass, and it has 30 milliliters, and this one, I'm pretty sure it also has hyaluronic acid, hydrating care to moisture and beautify your skin, 24-hour hydration in 2 weeks. Skin looks smoother and more radiant, so it kind of has some skincare benefits. Ultra fine pigment to perfectly match your skin tone and undertone. To be quite honest with you, my undertone is quite yellowish, so sometimes I have a really hard time to either find, you know, in between. Like, I sometimes find it way too yellow or way too just neutral. So this shade, especially for someone who is very light skin tone like myself, but still has that kind of like slightly yellow undertone to a point where it's more saturated but not like yellow, then this is for you, because personally I rarely find a matching foundation to my skin tone. For some reason I would say a strong yellow undertone, but not to a point where it's yellow. I'm not quite sure if that makes sense. This also has some kind of like glitter into it. It definitely says on the back, I had no clue actually, it's non-comedogenic, suitable for sensitive skin. And yeah, this is the intel over here. Shake before use, I did that. I do apply it with a sponge myself. I really love, generally speaking, myself a sponge rather than a brush, but for today's sake of the video I showed you both. But I feel, for example, with the brush, it tends to kind of like slice up, if that makes sense. I have no idea how to properly explain it. So I feel with a brush, it kind of like, you know, it's kind of streaky, but I personally find that with most of the medium / full coverage foundations. I only like brushes truly when it comes to CC creams or BB creams, or very, very lightly, you know, just a foundation with a tint, not like a full coverage foundation. And when it comes to the coverage in itself, it does have medium coverage. I wouldn't say full coverage. It did not cover this spot I have here. It's in the process of healing. Also this one, you can still see through. What is going on with the cars tonight? So when it comes to my pigmentation, it does cover it up, but when it comes to this kind of like more into, they are not like even with my skin. Obviously there are spots that are healing, so they kind of like have a surface, if that makes sense. It doesn't cover them properly. I don't mind. I rarely have these like so. I mean, not necessarily rarely, but I have other foundations that I use when it comes when I have these kind of things. But what I like about this foundation, because let me tell you, it is my favorite foundation. I think people want to hear why I do like it, right? Or either if I don't like it. But I do like this a lot. Besides the fact that I finally found my shade. This is not the first time I'm using this foundation. I think this is my 3rd bottle so far throughout the years, and I'm talking since I was like in high school / college. I tried this bad boy out and it never disappointed me, and yet again it does not disappoint me. And when I was like in college, I slightly had more normal to oily skin, and I still found myself at that time when I was not that much into makeup as I am nowadays, but I still liked it. Do I confirm you would love it if you have oily skin? No, because when I was in college, I didn't know as much about, you know, makeup wise as I know now. Not that I do know everything or a lot, but I feel I have more, you know, higher expectations and higher standards, if that makes sense. But for my normal to dry skin, which is starting not to be that dry anymore, because obviously it's spring/summer, we're getting into more warm time. Usually it's in the winter time when I find myself having flakiness or the foundation looks cakey. This does not look cakey. Even in the winter time, I reached out for it so much because it's very hydrating, and I think it stays very fresh onto the skin. And yeah, I mean, I got no clue why I'm doing this video. Maybe someone is interested and is following me, although I know I have 200 subscribers that I hugely appreciate. But maybe someone from these 200 people that are actually subscribed to me, maybe they never heard of it, or maybe they never looked into a video that speaks a lot about this foundation. So, you know, here you go. For some reason, I noticed this during the years. It used to not have glittery sparkle into it. It kind of does. I'm not quite sure if you can see it on the camera, but I used to hate glitter into foundations, but this does not pick up at all. It just gives you a radiance. It's not see-through. You know, it's just, it really gives me a glow. So I don't mind it at all. I'm pretty sure when I used to be in college, I don't remember having a glitter. It does crease a bit. As you've seen, I'm retouching it a bit around my smile. But for some reason, I am a person who smiles a lot, like a lot. And I started to get fine lines around my mouth. It is what it is. I love to smile, so I'm not gonna complain about that, but it's something that nowadays happens with most of my foundations. It doesn't crease, it doesn't get too crazy. I feel I'm lucky because I don't have oily skin, and literally you can see the line, but it doesn't look weird. It just looks like I have wrinkles, which I do on this side. Like, I do have fine lines. But it really stays fresh on my forehead. I find sometimes with certain foundations that if I do this like two times like this, it really does go crazy and it settles in. This does not do that. It's really a fresh foundation. It stays for a long time fresh. And I said fresh a billion times, but it actually feels like a fresh foundation to me. And it also offers me coverage, and it's lightweight. I don't feel it on my skin, whether it's summer, winter, whatever. I don't feel my face heavy. It's important to me, especially during the summertime. So, it's my favorite foundation. I would consider this my favorite foundation. I really hope this video was by any means useful and relevant. There are like tons of reviews about this foundation, but till this date it did not disappoint me, and I don't think it would ever will unless they are changing the formula. But I really love the formula. Like I said, I tried it 3 times. Obviously, when I was like younger, the range was not as wide as it is nowadays. I'm pretty sure, at least in my hometown, I could not find that many many shades, and it used to be either way too light, and sometimes I couldn't find my undertone. So I'm extremely happy about this golden ivory. It really truly is golden. It's not yellow, because I got myself another foundation from another brand which says 1.2 golden yellow or something like that, and it's yellow. It's not golden, it's purely yellow. So I have to combine that one, for example, with other foundations that are lighter. It is what it is. But yeah, I hope by any means this was useful and relevant, and you enjoyed this clip today. If you like this type of content, which I actually do lately, reviewing only one product into a video, subscribe, because you'll definitely see more of me into this type of content, which is short, on point, about just only one product. So yeah, I will hopefully see you within the next one. Bye.